Okay student, this is my second video of the chapter. Let's continue this chapter with diseases. If some parts of a person's body is not healthy, some part, okay, not whole part, some part of a person's body is not healthy and therefore not working properly, it means the person has a diseases. Okay, it can be caused due to improper diet, lack of rest or exercise, and improper cleanliness or other reasons. Then diseases can be classified into two categories: communicable diseases and non-communicable diseases. First, communicable diseases. Then communicable diseases are also called infectious diseases. Communicable diseases or infectious diseases, as they can spread from person to another, that means one person to another. Communicable diseases are generally caused by germs, like through infected food and water. Water and food get infected when they are not clean and are not stored properly. Eating food that has germs and drinking dirty water can make us ill. Diseases like diarrhea, typhoid, jaundice and cholera spread through dirty food and water. Through direct contact and air. Some diseases spread when a healthy person uses cloths, towels or handkerchief of a sick person. Diseases like common cold, ringworm, chickenpox and measles spread through direct contact. Some diseases spread when a sick person sneezes, cough or spits. Common cold, measles and flu spread in this way. Through insects. Since some insects like mosquitoes and fleas spread diseases when they bite a healthy person. When a healthy person is bitten by some insects like mosquito and fleas, they spread diseases. After biting a sick person, malaria, dengue and plague spread in this way. Through damaged skin. Germs cannot enter the body easily because the skin protects it. When the skin gets a cut, germs enter easily. Tetanus spread in this way. Now, non-communicable diseases. Non-communicable diseases are those do not spread from one person to another. Means like communicable disease, it doesn't spread through one person to another. These diseases are also called deficiency diseases. Some of the non-communicable diseases are caused due to the deficiency of a particular nutrient. Hygiene. A useful way to stop the spread of communicable disease is to keep ourselves and our surrounding clean. Here are a few practices that helps you to stay healthy. Have a bath daily if possible after you come home from the playground. 2. Wear clean and dry clothes. Wash your hands with soap before and after meal. Wash your hands after you come home from school or playground. Brush your teeth daily in the morning and night if possible after every meal. Trim your nails and keep your hair clean. Eat clean, well cooked food and keep it covered. Do not buy food or drinks from roadside shops. Keep your surrounding clean with no stagnant water near the house. Throw waste in the covered garbage bins. And do not share your towel, handkerchief, comb, soap, plate, spoon and glass with others. When you are not well, stay away from infected person as much as possible. Deficiency diseases. When any nutrient is not taken in the amount that the body needs. When any nutrient is lack contain amount that the body needs, deficiency diseases develop. A deficiency of proteins causes kwashiorkor, while a deficiency of both proteins and carbohydrate causes marasmus. The diseases that develop when enough vitamin and minerals are not taken are listed in the table. Here is a table of vitamin and minerals with their sources, functions and deficiency diseases. Vitamin A. Sources: green leafy vegetables, yellow and orange color food and vegetables such as papaya and carrot, milk, egg yolk. Functions: improve eyesight, increase bone and tooth development, helps to maintain healthy skin and hair. Their deficiency disease: the night brain is not able to see in low light. Vitamin B. Fish, meat, poultry products, dairy products, beans. Source functions: helps to fight germs, helps to make blood cells, helps nerves to work. Deficiency diseases: beriberi, pellagra, anemia, nausea, dizziness, tiredness and irritability. Vitamin C. Orange, lemon, tomato, cabbage, guava, gooseberry. Function: protects body tissue Deficiency disease, scurvy, causing bleeding jumps and swelling of joints. Vitamin D, sunlight, dairy products, fish oils, keeps bones and teeth healthy. Deficiency disease, rickets means causing soft and bent bones. Vitamin E, vegetable oils, nuts, green leafy vegetables, papaya and whole grains. Sources, help in the formation of red blood cells and helps to heal wounds. Deficiency disease, skin disorder and heart disease. Vitamin K, spinach, lettuce, cabbage, cauliflower, grains, some fruits, wheats, dairy products, eggs. Helps blood to clot, helps in bone formation and helps to absorb calcium. Deficiency, bleeding, weak bones. Iron, meat, legumes, spinach, raisins. Helps to make red blood cell. Deficiency disease, anemia, weakness and weak nails. Calcium, dairy products like green leafy vegetables, needed for strong bones and teeth. Deficiency disease, weak bones and weak teeth. Iodine, fish iodized salt, controls growth of the body, and this deficiency is goitric, causing swelling at the neck. Phosphorus, meat, bread, dairy products, needed for strong bones and teeth, and weak bones and weak teeth. Other than deficiency diseases, there are other non-communicable diseases which may have other causes. Diseases such as allergies are caused when a person is sensitive to certain substance such as dust, certain foods and drugs. Diseases such as obesity and heart conditions are caused due to excess intake of fatty foods, fries, ice creams and junk food, and some heart conditions may also be present at birth or may be passed on from the parents. Diseases such as diabetes and arthritis may be caused when a part of the food body fails to function properly. Diseases such as cancer can be caused due to smoking, excessive drinking or due to environment pollution. Now exercise and rest. We need proper exercise to develop strong muscles and bones. Exercise also helps to keep weight under control, make the body flexible, keep the mind active and reduce our stress. Proper rest is also necessary to repair and heal the body. We should sleep for around 7 to 8 hours every day. It is good for us. In this chapter, we learned that a balanced diet is necessary for good health. Carbohydrates and fat give us energy while proteins help to repair the worn out tissues to our body. Vitamins and minerals protect us from illness. Roughage and water are important parts of the balanced diet. We must cook and preserve food in such a way that nutrients are not lost. Okay. Diseases can be either communicable or non-communicable diseases. Lack of nutrients in the diet cause deficiency diseases, and last, hygiene, exercise are must for a healthy lifestyle.